Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. Welcome back to 5 and 25. This week we're going to start out with 1 pound of cherry, grape, or otherwise small fresh tomatoes, some fresh basil leaves, fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm using some little pearls, but you could obviously just tear up a block of mozzarella, 16 ounces of dry spaghetti, and balsamic glaze. With our ingredients in hand, let us cook. We're going to make a tomato sauce with these fresh tomatoes, and the easiest way to extract their juices is by cutting them in half. We want some chunky tomatoes in our sauce, but we want to let those juices start to extract in the pan right away. So go ahead and cut them in half. Add a generous portion of olive oil, this is going to be part of our sauce as well, to a skillet over medium heat, and slide your tomatoes in. Stir them around to coat them in the oil. Give them a generous seasoning with fresh cracked pepper, a nice pinch of kosher salt as well. And we're going to cook these out for 8 to 10 minutes. Sort of smush them down a little bit. Again, we want those juices to start to drizzle out into the pan and actually kind of create a little fond on the bottom of our pan, which is going to create an amazing depth of flavor in our fresh tomato sauce. While your tomatoes are cooking, go ahead and drop your spaghetti into salted boiling water and cook per package directions, usually somewhere around 9 to 10 minutes. We're also going to want to mince up 2 to 3 cloves of fresh garlic. That's from the pantry, of course. Now you can see our tomatoes here are beautifully releasing their liquid and water, and it is caramelizing on the bottom of the pan. Just keep stirring this every couple minutes until that beautiful sight right there fills your eyes. At this point, we're going to add our garlic. We're only going to cook this for about 60 seconds just to get it nice and aromatic. Make sure to reserve 3/4 to 1 cup of your pasta cooking liquid to help give our sauce some body. Add our drained spaghetti, maybe about half of that cooking liquid, you can always add more, and just deglaze that nice caramelized tomato fond off the bottom. Stir everything together until it comes together in a nice homogeneous sauce. Pretty soon now we'll be able to add our mozzarella balls. Again, if you don't have these or can't find them, just tear in small chunks of fresh mozzarella along with 20 to 25 large fresh basil leaves. Margherita recipes typically involve basil, mozzarella, and tomatoes. Adding it to some spaghetti could never be a bad thing. It's basically just a pasta form of the pizza Margherita. We're going to bowl this up in a bowl. And make sure you top that with some of those melty, can't say that, but melty pieces of cheese. Some of those lovely sauteed tomatoes, and get some fresh basil on top for a pop of color. I like to add a nice crack of pepper at the end, and we cannot forget that luxurious balsamic glaze. You could use any kind of pasta you wanted for this, but I think the pasta sauce, thin though it is, sticks wonderfully well to nice spaghetti. So let's get a few bites here. Those tomatoes have become really, really sweet because we've cooked them down, caramelized them in that oil. The pasta water itself creates a nice sauce that coats the pasta beautifully. That cheese, melty cheese, no one's ever complained about that. And the basil gives that aromatic herbal note that you just really need to complete the dish. And then that balsamic glaze is tangy but slightly sweet. It just really accentuates all the other flavors. As I always say, if you're only working with 5 ingredients, every one of them has to count, and they absolutely do in this wonderful bowl of pasta. It's a delightful dish that I hope you will give a try quite soon. I'm out of here. Go make something delicious this week.